Hello and welcome, I'm Mystical, this is Mystical Gaming. Grab yourself a cuppa as we jump into WOTR realms and have a look at today. So what happened today? Well, this morning we had a patch drop, which is brilliant news, isn't it? The update announcement arrived and that's fantastic. So we got 300 diamonds compensation and we got the faculty buff and Calypso and all that sort of good stuff. And that's brilliant. That's really good news. Now whilst the update's all good and everything, the actual talking point behind everything was this, because this popped up. And that upped the chances, or appeared to have upped the chances, of the Pope banner to ×20. Now, a couple of things on this to start with. Now, firstly, someone either thought this would be a wind-up when creating it, I'm going to annoy my boss to see if he notices, or B, there's active discussions in the background with regards to a ×20 banner, which is something player base have been on about for a long time. With the more and more legendaries that get introduced into the game, your chances of getting the ×15 rated up hero become less and less. So the chances of an upped banner on the 15 have been after for a long time. Very tricky to instigate really good news like this and make a mess of it, but brilliant job, achieved that. That's absolutely fantastic. So they waited until everyone's summons were done, then they gave this. Release this on the update as well. Now let's get clear on this. This is an image issue, not a change of the drop rate issue, according to what they've said. Okay, so that is an image that's been produced, but why has it been produced? Either as a wind up to your boss, or the fact that you're talking about a ×20 event, which would be generically well received if you didn't do it or advertise it afterwards when everyone's used all their diamonds or used all their summons. So that's a bit of a shame. And then very shortly after they changed it. So I logged off, I went off to play King Arthur, different game, I had to play around with that, and then I logged back on, and then when I logged back on, I got this, and it was a ×15, so it'd been swapped over. I believe you had to log off and then log back on to actually see the difference. So while I was playing the game, after I logged back in and I was back onto the ×15, or at least it appeared to be the ×15 or the advertisement, I had a little banner come up on the screen. It said, "Dear Commander, we're going to shut the game down and restart it in a minute," and that will make sure that everyone gets this image as opposed to the ×20 one. So that's essentially what happened. It was an image issue. So the things on that was that either you're winding your boss up by putting a ×20 on there, or I think more likely is there is a ×20 in the works, but you thought, let's not do it with Pope because everyone's going to pull anyway. I don't want to make that a ×20. We may as well do it with a lesser hero, or maybe wait until the anniversary event and do it then. But we do not know. So there we go. The possibilities for ×20 are arguably there, and they just choose not to do it, even though they're discussing it, or B, someone was just winding their boss up and thought the picture looked cool. So that was it. And then it didn't really bother me at all, to be honest. I mean, I got to see a picture, I had a bit of a laugh about it, and then a little while later I went to my mailbox, and then in the mailbox we got this. "Dear Commander, we're pleased to inform you that the issues with a summon display," so a display issue, not an actual issue with summoning rates, have been fixed, and we sincerely apologise for any inconvenience caused. As a token of our gratitude, compensation will be provided in the response to the changes made. Please find the attachment and claim your compensation. We truly appreciate your understanding and support. And there you go, you got 100 diamonds. So that was absolutely brilliant for me, because I saw a picture, I had a bit of a laugh about it to myself, and then I got 100 diamonds for it. Brilliant. So a couple of things about that. Now, one of them was this popped up in chat, so well done to DG Warrior. I don't know if you just saw it and went on pulling, bang, happy days. I have no idea. I like to think that's what happened and you got it. I don't know when that came up or whether it was in it or not. It was on the chat thing when I was going through. I thought, I wonder if anyone's pulled, and I saw up there that someone had got it, so congratulations to them. On a side note, now that left me to thinking, did anyone pull and not get it? Which is somewhat more of an issue. So I asked the question, I went to on the Discord for the CCs and asked, you know, what happens if you summoned and you didn't get it, believing that was the case, and the answer is the compensation's been issued. That's it. That's an end to it as far as they're concerned, which I think is probably not quite as fair as it could be. Then also asked the question, well, if this is an image issue, then which summoning rates do we believe? Which part of it is the laydown part that, boom, this is the summoning rates and this is what you're going to get? And I've received no response to that. That's completely unanswered. I mean, mostly because this video will get literally hundreds of views and they will not care in the slightest. So there we go, it's a bit of freedom for me, which I think is a bit wrong for them not to state where the summoning rates are that you're to expect. Now, like I said earlier, I went off to play King Arthur. Now, one of the things I really like about King Arthur is this. So this is the summoning on King Arthur, and they've got various heroes up for grabs, and there's a rated up chance to get them for X amount of days. And then when you click on the little button over here, it tells you a bit more about it. Okay, if I just move myself over slightly, just down here, everything's got to go. There is a little button there called Rate Info. You just see it down here. So when you click onto that, you get this lovely display here about the chances on what heroes are involved in that and your actual chances of getting them, which is fantastic. But if that's not enough information for you and you think, well, actually I want more information than that, then you can actually click the rate info there, and that takes you to a web page. Now the web page has everything issued on it. So this is the web page they take you to. So everything is listed down here over the items you can pull on, and then next to them is the actual summoning chances of you've got and what's actually available within that hero summoning. So absolutely fantastic system. Looks really easy. It's probably the best I've seen gaming wise. I think it's absolutely brilliant and fantastic. I don't think we're ever going to get anything like that for Watchers of Realm, which is a shame really, because the lack of transparency I think is one of the things that's a real issue for this game. They do events really well, but they do seem to be able to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory when they're doing them, which is a crying shame. So as a quick response, they have brought us a dev insights here, and you can see how badly it's doing. People are absolutely loving this and thinking it's a joke. They've only answered 12 questions, and most of those are fairly lame and questions that people probably weren't answering, which is it's a real shame that they've sort of done this when you just want a bit of transparency. So I have put this up. I just thought I'd ask, as the times 20 was a text error, could you please inform the player base where we can get the correct summoning rates from, so we could follow as it appears the advert for the summoning event can be wrong. I think it's a fair question. I don't seem to get a response out of anyone, so if you feel like giving that a thumbs up, please do, although as we all know that's got nothing to do with whether I'll answer it or not anyway, but at least I thought we could ask the question and see if we can get a response out of them. It's unlikely we will. I just think it's wrong that they're not. If someone has summoned there thinking it's a times 20 and didn't get anything, that's it. They've done their compensation. So that seems a little bit annoying for me, to be honest. And I think it is about time you showed what rates are available in what summoning pools. You've had long enough to do it. You keep saying you're going to, and you don't. And it's a killer to the game. And it's so annoying because other than Gift 1, brilliant event. Gift 1. That was a laugh. Fantastic event. And then we've got the tower come in, and they've updated some heroes and absolutely fantastic stuff they do to drive the game forward. And yet they do stupid things like this. It's just such a shame. Anyway, that's me done. I don't really like doing a rant. I don't like the fact that they won't show you what you can summon and where the rates are actually held. Okay, that's me done. Call it a day there. I won't do a follow-up or anything else like that. That's it. Unless they get in touch and say, "Da-da, this is what's happening." I'll expect more from Dev Insights than I'll expect to get a comment back from them. So there we go. That's me done. Thank you very much for your time. If you can leave me a thumbs up, like, and subscribe. And if you want to watch the suggestion get ignored, go and give that a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you don't care. Okay, right. Thanks so much for your time. Cheers. Thank you very much. Goodbye.